Hey, what's up, Tromplo community? JR here from ZenCatsRoc with Team Poe. Just checking in. Wanted to go over a little bit more stationing and kind of showcase some different ways you can present the station. And once it has become predictable for your learner to look for, listen for, right? The sound of the station hitting the ground as a stimuli, as a cue. Once more of that has become associated with the station, we can present it in different ways, as you'll see today. As you may have seen from some other videos of ours, we do work with different size stations, so we do go down in terms of the size of the overall disc we present, but today we're going to be pretty much staying with the size and just showing you those possibilities in terms of, if you're ramping up, we could call this kind of duration, distraction, and just kind of different ways of presenting the station to further condition that history between the learner and the station. So, gosh, how many times can I say station in a minute, right? But who's counting? Hope you enjoy, and we'll go from there. We do have a start of session signal, which we'll present, and sometimes we will work with a target count for the behavior we're working with over a certain amount of time. That would be the time count. We are really looking for, let's say, a latency of 2 seconds. That is, after the station is presented, our learner responding to that station by making contact, or at least going towards it to make contact. So starting that momentum towards reaching the station within 2 seconds of presenting it. We also look for our learner to remain in contact with that station for really to a second to 2 seconds. So that's kind of our variable interval of time. And those will be the parameters we'll work with. We won't work with a time count. We won't necessarily work with a target count. Just kind of want to show you what you can do and how you can have fun and add more in terms of just different successes to be had and approximations in your overall stationing sessions when it comes to felines. So, all right, let's do it, Popey. It's Poe time, showtime. So one way you may have seen there is, one neat thing we can do is when we present a station, we can keep moving and not necessarily stay still. Can do 2 ways, right? When the learner touches the station, then we can stay still or keep moving, just to throw variable distraction in there. So what that's going to do is show the learner that that station is going to be paramount, disregarding whatever we're doing within the environment. When they see that, remain there. We can be moving or not moving. So you may have heard the term square training in terms of being as still as we can. That click acting as, right, like this. That the click acts sometimes in some training situations as a mark for both us and the learner that, okay, that behavior loop is done, I can move, reinforce them. But with this, we do like to use sometimes that distraction. That duration of her remaining on was a little shortened in that, but just showing you. And then we can come back. So it almost is random each time. We'll show you some presentations to the side. Sorry, Poe, didn't mean for that. Gosh, the treat presentation was confusing in that part. My delivery was bad. Kind of the coin toss, I like to call that, right? And this is just different ways of presenting the station. And what this is really conditioning is, regardless how it's presented, what it looks like each time it's there, it happens, go to it. So you can really see what can be done in terms of stationing and presenting a station when there is a good conditioning history. Some distraction from an open window back there. We might have been pushing that latency just a tad, but wanted to give it still. And then we'll do the long one. The Hail Mary, bam, touchdown. All right, this was just kind of easy peasy breezy. Just wanted to come in on a Sunday fun day. Got to work on my catching skills there. Good thing I'm not a wide receiver anywhere today. And of course, Poe's going to get that for going to it. I gesticulated with my hands. I was making a point to myself while presenting that. That's the one thing to keep in mind. When we leave this in the environment, it always is going to be that cue, that association. High five. So with that said, pick it up if we're not reinforcing it, right? Our end of session signal is that pickup. We'll groom a little bit, we'll get the brush out, kind of switch that up, but just wanted to show you some ideas and hope you enjoyed. Touch. Team ZenCatsRoc, especially Team Poe from ZenCatsRoc. Fun day Sunday, Sunday fun day. Have a great one, Tromplo community. JR and Poe, Polo Lolo, signing off.